What happens when a true Guru walks into the heart of darkness? Not with weapons, but with wisdom. What happens when compassion meets cruelty? Stay with us as we unfold the incredible Sakhi of GuruNanakDevJi and Koda the Cannibal. A story of transformation, forgiveness, and the power of divine love. GuruNanakDevJi and Koda the Cannibal. A story of transformation and mercy. During their travels through the dense forest of Andhra Pradesh, GuruNanakDevJi and Bhai Mardana found themselves in a land where people did not farm but survived by hunting wild animals and eating forest fruits. These jungle dwellers covered their bodies with animal skins, and some had even resorted to cannibalism due to extreme hunger. For 2 days, Bhai Mardana and GuruNanakDevJi had found nothing to eat. Overwhelmed by hunger, Bhai Mardana turned to GuruNanakDevJi and pleaded, "I cannot bear this hunger anymore. Please do something or I will not survive." GuruNanakDevJi gently consoled him. "I am with you, Bhai Mardana. Have patience. Let us continue our journey. We will soon reach a village where you can eat to your heart's content." Bhai Mardana clutched his stomach, looked around the jungle. He said, "You stay here, Guruji. I will go find some fruit to eat." GuruNanakDevJi warned him, "This jungle is full of dangers. Stay close to me. If you wander alone, you may lose your way. Or worse, you could fall into the hands of wild animals. Or worse." But Bhai Mardana ignored the warning and ventured into the jungle alone in search of food. Bhai Mardana, while walking deeper into the forest, searching for fruit, suddenly he ambushed and captured into the hands of Koda, a feared cannibal. Koda, a fierce-looking man, tied Bhai Mardana with ropes inside his hut. Koda's gruesome practice. If a traveler lost his way in the jungle, Koda captured, fried, and ate him. Over time, he had developed a taste for human flesh and constantly sought his next victim. Koda put a large pot of oil over fire for boiling to prepare his meal. As Bhai Mardana sat tied up in fear, Koda left together more wood to heat the oil. Bhai Mardana realized that without GuruNanakDevJi, his end was near. GuruNanakDevJi, sensing Bhai Mardana's absence, calmly searching the jungle. When Bhai Mardana did not return, GuruNanakDevJi set out to find him and soon arrived at Koda's hut. GuruNanakDevJi, standing near the hut, looking at Bhai Mardana tied up, while the oil pot boils beside him. The moment Bhai Mardana saw GuruNanakDevJi, he felt relieved. His hunger vanished and a deep sense of peace washed over him. Bhai Mardana, smiling through his fear, convinced that GuruNanakDevJi would save him. Just then, Koda returned, carrying a bundle of firewood. Koda stopped in his tracks as he saw GuruNanakDevJi standing before him. The wood fell from Koda's hands. His body trembled. A strange force seemed to freeze him in place. Overcome with an unknown feeling of humility and fear, Koda rushed forward. Instead of harming GuruNanakDevJi, he hurriedly untied Bhai Mardana. The boiling oil automatically gets closed instantly. Koda fell at GuruNanakDevJi's feet and then with folded hands said, "Please forgive me. I have committed grave sins." Koda, with tears in his eyes, sought forgiveness. GuruNanakDevJi spoke with love and compassion. "We have travelled hundreds of miles to come here, not to punish you, but to guide you back to righteousness. You were not born a cannibal. The path is not your destiny." GuruNanakDevJi's words pierced Koda's heart. In that moment, Koda abandoned his horrific ways. Filled with gratitude, Koda prepared food and offered it to GuruNanakDevJi and Bhai Mardana, a sign of his complete transformation. Koda said, "From today onwards, I will never harm another living being. I will dedicate my life to serving others." Guru Nanak Dev Ji's encounter with Koda teaches us no one is beyond redemption. Even the worst sinners can transform through wisdom and love. Violence and cruelty are not part of our true nature. Kindness and compassion lead to real fulfillment. A true Guru does not punish. He guides, enlightens, and brings lost souls back to righteousness.